Something is very wrong in the world. No one's seen a cloud in over 200 years, and the only place where anyone really knows they exist anymore is within a single enclosed mountain range, where every cloud in the world has been captured by a cloud named the Storm, who is constantly reabsorbing them to continue hold over his power. However, there is a little small group that is building up a plan and getting ready to escape this Storm Basin. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Rave Zone. And I actually have a level map for this one. So let's get to that. And also, don't worry for anyone who actually wants to check out, enjoys the story of this. There will be story stuff, but that's just at the end. Do I have the right to make this reference? I don't think I have the right to make this reference. The only fairly odd parents media I've watched is the 3D one. But anyway, let's go on to that level map, shall we? So here it is. Now, does it make sense that there's an enormous fucking tree on the side of a mountain? Not particularly, but I wanted to make levels that weren't just mud with a bit of grass and ferns, I guess, I don't know. So I added the rock, and then I added the tree, and blah blah blah, all kind of. So anyway, this is the path you take to get through the level, because your main goal is to go up. The whole thing with Storm Basin is you go through certain levels, but instead of going across, you go up, and because you're ascending a mountain. So you'd go through this level getting boogie bombed and whatever by oblivious clouds that are just trying to have fun. Know what else you can do in this level? No, this is not a subscriber segment. You can do upgrades! Huzzah! Significantly more than last time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with a redesign checkpoint. That's right! You thought you were safe just because this isn't an Ira region video? Nope! Anyway, this is actually the design that inspired me to make this one of the levels, because I made it back when I was first preparing Storm Basin, and I asked my friends for ideas. One of them said glow stick, so did glow stick. This is what it looked like originally, but I wanted it to be more subtle, as if Butterfly is only absorbing a little bit of the glow stick, because this is glow stick liquid, which, fun fact, is called hydrogen peroxide, and it's actually used for a lot of medicinal stuff. And I definitely did not make this a healer, because I googled what hydrogen peroxide was used for and it said medicine. I should really research this stuff better, but we're kind of past the point of New Year's resolutions, so I guess I'll just wait until next year. That's hence why her arm is thicker, because she's absorbed stuff, and it's almost wrapped in a bandage-like pattern because of medicine. She's got. I wanted to add a bit more colour into it, as if she's at a rave. And the hail, that once made up her fingies are now bald. I don't know why, it just seemed better. And her pupils are now pluses because she gains she doesn't gain any stat boosts or drops or anything. She does gain the ability of healing. This was originally going to be something you could use in co-op, so the original concept, I guess, was you can heal your allies and stuff, but this is a solo game where you can't use co-op, so whatever, just heal yourself. Next up is coffee mode. I don't know if coffee shows up in parties, it's not my problem, I don't go to parties. Anyway, now got these floating steam arms, because coffee, the steam is kind of, I know you already have a steam form, but whatever, who cares. The steam is jagged because electricity, because energy, I don't know. Hair thing that covers the hair that covers her. I don't really know if there's an eye behind that. That's not my problem. That's her problem. Is now kind of blasted up because of the burst of energy, and she's got eyes everywhere. I don't know why. I just the design concept of eyes, just I guess the body breaking down. I don't know. Whatever. And she has a star eye, the energy, and something that I didn't put in this. On this little presentation is that the dotted eyes around the top of her head and the top of her back bit is meant to almost be the little chocolate flakes that you occasionally get in drinks. I'm not sure if that's just hot chocolate, but whatever. Anyway, she gains obviously a massive boost in speed, and I guess a medium drop in defense because, you know, bits of her evaporating, there's less of her to break, I guess. And she gets 2 new abilities, one being Hyper Boost and one being Hot Breath. Now, she's gone. Hyper Boost basically means you get like an insane speed boost for a few seconds, naturally, because coffee, energy, I don't know. And Hot Breath, she can't really demonstrate it because she's Christ knows right now. But I can demonstrate it for you. She basically like poofs out steam, like, and that stuns enemies because breath, stinky. And next up is another redesigned checkpoint. Now, these designs are a lot more split because they're very different. And originally the one that's more actual light construct was going to be the redesign, and it was going to be the main form. But the 3 people I've talked to have preferred this form. So for this form, I wanted to go almost more like, I guess, angelic, with the hair that's turned into light / halo / crown / sun behind it. There's light coming out of her mouth, and she's got actual light coming out of her. Then she's got light claws, I guess. I don't remember why I did the tail like this, but it looks cool. I guess to make the tail just longer, and because it's kind of like the same mass, I guess, of the tail, it's like shorter in places to make it longer. I don't know. And stars in the pupils. And for this form, it's just complete light because I was running out of ideas. So the idea I had for this form was that it absorbs bottled light. What is that? Or liquid light, whatever you prefer. What is that? What does it do? Or what is the lore implications? I don't know, that's your problem. Now, I'm not sure which of these... Now, because I don't actually have like a stat sheet for these characters because I don't know which is better. I don't know which I should go with. So it was just... So I guess you guys can pick your favourite. Though I do know that this form would be more long-ranged focused, like the... Because it's got cannons sticking out of its arm, basically. And this form would be a lot more close-range focused because claws. And finally, no, it's not another redesigned checkpoint. It is the juiced form. Because I asked one of my friends, like, what do you think would appear in a party? He said juice. So I went with squash, naturally. But this is kind of like the whole... I'm not sure if this is an actual phrase or if it's just something I make up. There's a lot of stuff that I just make up and I think it's real. Whatever. Basically, you're like, oh, they're juiced because, boom, big muscles. Anyway, the more like darker cloud part that she usually uses to attack has now been turned into big chest muscles. I don't know, because buff people in cartoons and stuff typically have big triangle chest, big muscles, boom, you know. The pattern on her chest now looks like is meant to resemble a dumbbell, like a pupil, and the tail is more scrunched up because it's almost like she's using the mass from other parts of her body to make different parts of her body bigger, and it also just looks more heavy and like hard, I guess. And she got a ponytail now because same thing as her tail, where it's like, oh, she's using more of the hair mass in the rest of her body. Now this one, obviously, big boost in strength, small boost in speed. It gains the abilities Full Hammer and Full Leap. Basically, she transfers the big red part into her left hand and boom, slam. Ow, why did that hurt my hand so much? Christ, I didn't even hit it that hard. What's wrong with my hand? And big leap is where Full Leap is where she transfers it into her leg and just, oh, okay, well, there she goes again. Guess it's time for everyone's favourite part, the mini-boss. Oh! Ah! My eyes! I've got like 18 of those! What the hell? It's been a while since someone's travelled this way. You're not a normal cloud. Why are you here? Can a man not indulge in his hobbies? I say, music is a passion of mine. I merely came down out of curiosity. Like I said, no one's tried to leave here in a while. I suppose your voice is funny, but overall you're not all that interesting, so bye-bye. No! No. Fight me! I want a trial run for when I kick your ass soon. Oh no, if it isn't another threat to my life and or power. I haven't had any of those in a while. Fine then, I guess you're just a bitch! You what? You mother... Right up your tiny little... You... So go on and run, you... No one loves you! Now, if you will follow me this way, we have the first phase of the boss battle, where the worm will like slide across the screen a bit because it's suspended from midair, I guess, and occasionally lower to a certain point where the character is, and shoot a beam of lightning. It will also like break chunks of it off, like what a butterfly can do, and like zap them and like send an electrical current through them. As like I guess like an electric cage. You can survive. You can like get away. You can like avoid this attack if you are trapped in the clouds. You just have to be able to get into the right spot where the electricity isn't going to go. And of course there's where he just flattens himself against the top of the screen, shoots a beam of lightning down and can barely dodge it. And there's a form where the worm like just spawns a guy next to it, and suddenly the worm is an arm, and the guy will like take aim with its small hand and like punch you, as one does. Next up, the second phase, where he keeps these two attacks, but he forms into a much like more monstrous form than just big worm. And he'll start by forming this bigger form and just shoot a massive beam of lightning. And if you're saying, oh, how are you supposed to dodge that? Well, no, there's like a little bit here next to his, like, where his leg is, where you can avoid it. You will also just send out a flurry of punches, kind of like the worms. Not this worm, but like the original mini-boss worm's attack, but a lot more and faster. And then there's this form where it'll just like leap into the air and like suspend itself there and just shoot an electrical current through the ground, and you have to avoid it and like float and stuff. That's about it. Hope you enjoyed your first fight with the storm. Hope to see you next time. Bye.